of a second coming feed on a Tuesday. I did do a hearsay and lies. Dave 25 is in the Who's government in 90 days for breaking parole. This is your favorite audio addiction fear-mongering radio. This will be out on the 4th day of Wednesday morning at 7 o'clock for your consumption. So thanks for coming in. Hello, Wednesday. Have the time of our lives. I had some tingy stuff to it that show yesterday at the end. I had to reboot my computer. I should have done that more often. A little tingy at the end. Apologize, but that's the way she goes when you're doing a podcast from your computer. And I'm the producer, everything else. And I can't hear that until it's over. But thanks for coming to the audio, your audio addiction. Thanks for watching the videos, like, dislike, whatever, Share it on Twitter, Twitter, Twar, make a comment, call me a name, that's fine. I appreciate that. We're still at war out there in Iran. Adjudicated rapist, convicted felon, Donald J. Trump, draft dodger, flat feet, was an awful lot of golf. Trying to replicate what Hitler did. Stand first, invading left and right. One too many lives been lost in Iran. They shot down two or three of our planes, the idiots, Kuwait, because they didn't work with them. It was like shooting down a little aircraft. These things are lots of money. So it's going to be a big, big war. Called $1 billion. We're ripping him that he wasn't at the White House. Yeah, he's on Florida effing off. Should be at his table. Take the stupid hat off. But anyways, we talked about 1 and 2 when he invaded, and then we got dragged in by Japan. They capitulated. September 2nd, the mighty men, women, the Air Force had to storm those beaches and snap the necks of those krauts and free those Jews. You goddamn right we did. The rat line, Catholic churches, and they still have their blue laws. They're burning the ground. Baptist churches using children for other behaviors. Unfortunately, it's a $1 billion business abusing children, and it's got to be stopped. Public hangings of this behavior. That's all you got to do. Caroli, she should be executed or deported. Plain and simple. Snap their necks and their souls to hell. We had forgotten war, which is really nothing. Vietnam, 58,000 plus. They're playing that in the pretty good today. Platoon. I'm like, oh my God. But, yeah, he was a draft dodger. Bill Clinton, too, Yahoo! He was, too. Like cop called crackhead, God bless working class, all the men and women. Air Force, Army, the Marines, the Navy, the Marines, Coast Guard, uniformed and victims. God bless working class. All the work for a living, we appreciate very, very much. Balls this side of oak trees. Thank you so much. All you guys do, domestic and abroad. I'm all perfect, but they don't pull you over to have had it. They pull you over because you broke the law. Are your choices in life? Make good choices and you'll be in good places. I wouldn't shower in the shower, Penn State. Would you shower in the shower? Sven Johnson, he shall not be named, who passed away, the angry man, he said he would. So Beef Stew said he would too. He didn't care, but shouldn't be molested in showers. That's the way she is. It's not very Christian to be doing. We don't like two having sex. Once two women still get sex. I don't care. One woman in the room, but if you're gonna have sex, meanwhile, what filthy women marry for you carry, but if you don't want to get pregnant out of wedlock, you pour those on. It's called a condom. Prevents AIDS, herpes, gonorrhea, needle in the penis. Ouch! From that behavior. Don't staple man to offense. And watch gay women. Like I said, every Christian we doing. Prevent. I want children. Adopt is the option. Marry before you carry, because once you carry the groceries, when you get pregnant, because the father runs off. Not my fault. But next thing we go to Catholic Church, could be a crime scene. P stood for Penn State, Penn University, until they're executed in jail. All churches are burnt to the ground for crime scenes. Boy Scouts have gone through it one too many times. No one cares till it's your child. And don't drink and drive. Call from Mercer for the phone. That's what I gotta do. Call KC Grits. Call Carl. He's a new grifter in town. Asking for money last night. Getting it last night. Santa Claus is now a grifter. Carl the grifter. Asking for dry begging, I guess. I want his chair cost from us from KC Grits. Carl's on the Sarasota Tim's lookout scooter. You can start giving money to somebody else now. Carl, he's open for business when it comes to So yesterday, real quick, when I made the Daily Woo, which the shirt already shipped already. I made it yesterday and it's shipped today. My point was, I thought you could go to my channel and buy one. I don't make any money on it, so I made it for myself. So I was not. I'm gonna make it I'm gonna get its black one. It will be here before you know it. It's how quickly they made it for me. Boom, boom, with the lights. So I'm not selling any shirts to anybody. I mean, I thought you could come to my thing. I do have a store that a long time ago I made some merch for me and for fun, but it was at the lowest level. I make no money. I bought 2 long sleeves, 2 sweatshirts, and a cup. Somebody bought a cup and a shirt of the Bitch Boy one. This was maybe 4 years ago. It's still out there. If someone want to buy something, I have no idea. I looked at it. I made no money on it. So I did mainly just for screw around and just for a t-shirt myself. I always wanted a long sleeve Speculation Sports, which I wear on a regular basis. My sweatshirt, I wear it all the time. Ted wears his, and that's what I did that for. I can't know what it's called. That store is called. I was making. I thought you would be able to come to my channel when I'm on my Uber Prints. Uber Prints is the best. You want to make a T-shirt for yourself. A Squirrel Bit wants to make her own shirt, whatever. Like I said, I've always liked the Daily Woo. I think he was a great guy, and it's just too bad he passed with his mouth open, but he didn't take care of his body. So when I told you, I had no plan on selling those shirts. I could buy a whole bunch, probably about 20. There's a different price you can get on a whole bunch. One price for something, you can buy them in the nickel and dime behaviors. You can buy a whole bunch, and I guess then you get a better price, and I could sell per T-shirt, whatever else, So, but I do like Uber Prints, so. So look at the black one right here. So if I wanted to go with where did it go now? The product here, you can different you can do here. The digital one is the one you can do that. That's a little different. You can do different kinds of there and whatever else you want to do. So there's different ones you can do, and it's a lot of fun to look at it. And when you want to do certain things, so you have the screen printing ones. So screen printing ones, if I'm going to go maximum would be 3. I mean, let's go 12. Let's go calculate price. If I got, the screen printing ones, it would be for order 72 pieces, and so switch it, it'll pay only $24.99. So if I was going to 12 pieces, $29, it'd be 12 pieces at $29.91 at $358 for 12 of them. So that's what I'd get. And order 72 pieces and it's $365. It's interesting how you can do all this stuff. Let's say you're going on a cruise. So I think it's a cool shirt. So that's just me. I'm not selling anybody, so I don't want people to know that I'm not doing. I love the black one. I think it's cool as hell. I think I like the rest in peace in the back, and I've always liked the guy. I wish him well wherever he's at. But it's interesting to go on Uber Prints and make your own. I could make a Santa Claus one right now and put his name on something and call it the loser lawyer or something, whatever I wanted to do. But yeah, I want to tell people I had no plans of selling T-shirts. I was hoping people could come and buy what they wanted to, but it doesn't work that way. So it's too bad. But anyways, I'm not pimping up crawling over his body. Okay, I mean I talk about the guy, but I'm not selling any product. People are selling Daily Woo shirts. Okay, they are selling them. Okay, I can see that his dad is selling stuff. But Uber Prints is the best place to go. So I want people to know that I had no intention to sell it, but it shipped already this morning when I ordered it after the show last night, after I showed it. It was $34, whatever it was, with shipping, and I think it's a cool black shirt to wear in his memory because I think he's the GOAT, and I've always liked that. And I love the guy. I never subbed to him. I knew who he was. I saw him in Minneapolis one time walking down the street the day he got kicked out of the Mall of America. You know, it's like I saw Wonder Hussy one day walking on the strip one day. I'm like, hey, that's the Huss. She was filming them. She had a video on the race thing. So, I mean, hey, I talk about the guy. I don't make any money on that. I mean, if I'm any of these videos I get from this guy, it's like it's penny on the dollar. I mean, I'll support anybody like him that's going to go and what he does. And Carpetbagger, the same thing. But Carpetbagger's he's a character. The Woo was the Woo. Okay, so people know I'm not selling. I know Squirrelbait came in and made some inappropriate comments. It's like, woman, I'm not trying to make money on the guy. I made some T-shirts for fun. I have my own T-shirts in there. I've sold the Caution, my body's always monetized. There's a lady, I gave her one down there, and she was a really nice waitress, and she wanted the Caution, my body's always monetized. I always aim to misbehave. I shipped her down one to her. She sent me an email, thanked me very much. She loved it. And I said, if you need to know, let me know. And I saw one guy bought 10 of them. They were going on a cruise together. And I think I made $10 on the whole shipment. And he sent me some to my PayPal. And they were going on a cruise. So I gave different sizes for him. And he loved the quality of it. So I've sold the T-shirt, but through me to do it. So, you know, Caution, my body's always monetized. I always aim to misbehave in the back. I wear it all the time. People are like, what does that mean? Well, your body's monetized when you're working. I was working today. I'm monetized. You know, I get it. But so I wanted to know. I wasn't trying to sell anybody a shirt. I was pointing out the shirt that I made for him in his memory. I can wear if I want to, which I will wear it. I just thought, I think of the guy all the time. And even when I'd mention in my videos a long time ago, I'd go, join me, shall you? Once in a while I'd say my videos on the Adventure Channel, you know. I'm sure not go to go down to his thing with Jiggy, what they want to call that thing down there, the Celebrate of Life. I celebrate him or anybody. Here we go, hang on.
Call from
Veterans Hotline.
Yo, what up?
Are we fear-mongering?
We are Fear-Mongering Radio. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. How are you?
I'm well. I was just talking about, setting it straight that I was not trying to make money on the TheDailyWoo, you know, that I was trying.
Oh, yeah, you were just saying how much you were paying for those shirts,
Yes,
right?
yes, that's all I was doing.
Yeah. You didn't, post a link.
No, I did put a link up, and I went to it on my other, to see it on my thing, and I thought, okay, I could go to it, but no, it wouldn't let me go. So I thought if I would post a link that I wouldn't get money for it, but I thought maybe people could order it if they want to and buy it from Urprints because I made it, but it doesn't work that way. So that's not a big deal. I mean, if somebody, like I said, I've sold Caution, my body's always monetized. I think I've sold 12 to people, and they give me money for it because they like the shirt. That one lady down, a waitress down in Virginia Beach. No, not Virginia Beach. It was Dirtle Myrtle, I think it was. Like in Dirtle Myrtle or Virginia, one of the two. But she wanted one, and I shipped it to her. I said, "What size do you wear?" And she thanked me. And some guy ordered 10 of them for his no, a dozen. I think it was 10 or I think it was a dozen because they needed a dozen to get the deal, and they were going on a cruise. And he gave me the money in my PayPal, you know, and he thanked me because I said get one size up what everyone wants because they shrink. You know what I'm saying? So,
what's the story with the Happy New Year thing on the shirt?
I'm sorry, what?
What's the story with the Happy New Year's thing on the shirt?
Oh, that was what that was someone was doing a toast for something that he was in heaven. So he's in heaven with a glass of champagne. He doesn't drink because he has the wings on him. So I like that. It's cool. He's cheering. Yeah. He's with wings, and I think it's a cool picture. I loved it when I saw it. Someone made it. People are all mad. He doesn't drink. So what? He's smiling. He's in heaven. Just calm down. It's like calm down. I thought it was a great picture. That's why I put it in the front. So
I just didn't know. I have never watched an Adam Woods video in its entirety, and I had never heard of him until you talked about him.
Yeah,
so I missed out on that whole thing.
I mean,
I didn't know if Happy New Year's was like a thing.
I mean, I didn't watch all the stuff, but I knew who he was, and I knew what he was doing. So I think Carpetbagger, I know who these guys are, and I will support Carpetbagger. He's boring as hell. He tries to be. He's been pimping and prostituting the Woo since the day he died, and I get it, the celebration of life and all that stuff. The Woo has always been back in my mind. He does he did. I mean, he kind of reminds me of B. He's an anti-BlindViews because he doesn't edit at all. He just points and shoots and puts together, which is fine with me. I don't care. Because some people expect, like BlindViews, that you're supposed to do all this work. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to do all this stuff. You know, like you're supposed to, like Wonder Hussy. I listened to her last video, and she's so wrapped up in a video for tomorrow, she may not get it out because she has to edit it. She can't. You know, she just, you know, again, she reminds a lot of the Woo, and they talked about it in the past two productions. Her friendships are all about transactionals. You know what I'm saying? He had no real friends, neither does she. They're only her because she's Sarah Jane, the nude model from whatever, you know what I'm saying? And same with TheDailyWoo. He only was your friend if you could get him something. You know what I'm saying? If he came to KC and you were a YouTuber, he would like you because you would get him places in KC. You know what I'm saying? You'd show him around. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was. And that's fine. I mean, they talked about that. The feud between TheDailyWoo and what's his guy? Is it Daphne and that one? The hell is his name again? I can't remember his name. Is Doom Buggy Jim? You know what I'm saying? You know, because he was Denver Jim before that, and he liked him because he would give him around Denver. You know what I'm saying? To show himself in Denver. You know what I'm saying? So
he would meet up with these people in the cities that he traveled.
Yeah, so I'm from Minnesota. Let's say he would have been a gas to drive around the Great Lakes if I was. Sure. If let's say I had a 2-week, and I'd tell Sue Ellen, listen, if I'd send an email. Listen, let's get a pop-up camera and pop-up a thing or hotels, however you want to do it. And Mark has a pop-up one. He does one. I've seen it in a video, right? It's something like that. Yeah. If me and him wanted to, we can rent one and me and him drive around the Great Lakes. That would be fun with the Woo because he'd like that. I think that'd be fun. Or we can go in hotels. Wonder Hussy can't do it because she got DWI. They consider her a convicted felon. She can't. No, she got DWI. She can't go into Canada.
Oh, jeez.
So she's said that many times, so she can't do it. But no, I like Uber Prince. My point was that video. If you want to make an Avenue one-time thing, you can go make them. You know what I'm saying? So I might make one for Carl for fun. Just say, look, this is what Carl can do for, Carl the evil lawyer or something. If I got to think of a pic, something to put on the damn thing, something. So
yeah. Speaking of Carl, I saw that you were there last night in Carl's live stream. Maybe Carl's greatest live stream yet. Mm-hmm. So I have a few comments, a few impressions. Mm-hmm. So first of all, Carl cannot read the chat as well as BlindViews.
Yep.
And I usually stay pretty neutral on BlindViews because I don't watch him just because I don't enjoy his videos. Mm-hmm. But BlindViews needs to teach Carl how to read the chat room. So that's one observation.
He was way behind.
And then he was like several minutes behind. And then my second observation is, I don't know if you noticed or not, but Carl, he needs money. He has the donations turned on.
Yep.
He was hinting at it. Like, he was really hinting at it. So I gave him $4.99. Mm-hmm. And now, because Carl has accepted payment from me, he is also my attorney. So now if I call Carl's show and JJ's on the phone, it will be a conflict of interest because Carl won't know who to represent.
That was epic when you called it, when you were on with Mark and you called him out for that behavior. That was pretty funny. Oh yeah. Yeah, he's my attorney now. So, and then I saw Scooter, St. Louis Scott, he gave Carl $10 because he didn't want to just be $5 like a broke dick like me. So he gave him $10. But I think it's hard to come by in the group home, so $5 was the best I could do. But now he's mine. Was he dry begging was he dry begging today in some video about some chair? Oh yeah. Carl is we should call him in a little bit. But Carl, he posted a video of a rocking chair and he was talking about how he could have that on his front porch. And that's fine. But then he said how much the chair cost. Oh, of course. So you know what that means. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. If you call him, I'll ask him if he needs me to send him that money. Yeah. Well, why not? It never hurts to ask. That's just. It never. He's dry begging. So he might be guilty of what Life and Vibe is accusing him of. Dry begging. He's being a dishonest little lawyer. He's being dishonest. Yeah. He's being, I'm not surprised. Because last night he was just like, oh, I thought I turned it off. Yeah, they kept giving him money.
I thought I turned it off. Oh, no, don't send me money. Yeah,
go ahead and send me money. It's like,
So,
he knows how to turn it off. He's just line then or line now. That's all there is to it.
And then he ended the live stream right after Scooter and I gave him money, so we didn't even get our money's worth.
Yeah, I know. So that's kind of sad. You put the 5-minute warning.
That must have been his goal. His goal is $15.
Yep. So
he got it.
You again, like you've said before, you do when you get certain response videos, then you do those videos. So now he's going to go live more often because he knows he's going to get money.
Yeah, he wants me to give him $5. So yeah, it's his retainer.
Yeah, it's like
I'm retaining his service.
It's like BlindViews.
I might need him, you know.
He goes live because he's going to get money.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, why? I don't know if Carl talked about this. Well, actually, I think he did. But I think he said he was trying to stay out of it or something. Why did JJ make a video about St. Louis Scott? Do you know? Have you heard?
Because he's pissed because he's been giving money. He's a hater, but he gives money to Sarasota Tim. Which I don't care what Carl says. When you're watching your newscast, do you give them money while you're live? I'm just curious. I mean, I know you did it with Carl for fun, but I'm not giving Sarasota Tim a goddamn red cent. I'm not
I think, I don't remember if I saw this in comments or not. Somebody said they knew how much money that Scott had given Tim, but I thought Scott told us one time that he had only given Tim like $25 or something, like spread out over time.
I get it. People just, again, why do you think Wonder Hussy is doing a meet and greet on at Amboy on Saturday? You know why that is? Money. Because she knows it.
Yeah.
People wait in line for 6 hours and they give her money. She knows it. That's why she goes there. That's why she's doing more and more of these, because it's meat and money. And that's what she's doing now. That's why she live streams once a month, because people just. I mean, she made like $1,000 one time. I was watching one time. She made $1,000 in an hour.
I think it's Sarasota Tim. I've never thought of this until right this moment. If he did live stream, like, you know, he makes his videos when he's out riding around on his e-bike or whatever. If he was live when he did that, I bet he would make a ton.
Oh God, people would give him one. Could you imagine?
He's inaccessible.
Oh, people would be inconsolable. Could you imagine, Carl? Could you imagine Monty Python? She would be BlindViews would come unglued. Oh, he should. I mean, that's why a lot of these carpetbagger goes live. Well, he just sits there and stare at the screen. He stares at the screen, waits for money. It's all he does. You know,
he's very inaccessible because his comments are like heavily moderated. He rarely responds to anything.
Who?
He would make Tim. He would make a ton of money on a live stream.
Yep. Oh yeah, I know. Because people love doing that. People just love giving money to live streamers. I see that all the time. I think you told me, what's that one? Kid behind the camera. What's the one? Local.
They do the local live.
Yeah, they love to. It's nuts.
They make a lot of money. It's crazy.
It's just like with when I'm driving around for the company and they're off of Snelling Avenue. People stop in the middle of a green light to give people money. They stop and almost cause an accident. You know, it's like, what are you doing? You know, they'll put that dollar in. Especially my favorite, there's a Hispanic lady. She has her 2 kids with her. You know, and people just give her money left and right. They give her money every time.
There was a guy that used to be here. Have you ever been to? Well, if I lived in Kansas City,
yeah.
Have you ever been to Kansas City?
No, I have not.
There's like a pretty famous place here called the Plaza. It's like an outdoor shopping thing. It was like built to look like Italian architecture and stuff. There's a bunch of fountains and whatever. And so there was this guy, he was like a local celebrity, but he was a homeless guy. And he would always be there or like a bar area nearby. And he would always say, hey, can I get a down payment on a cheeseburger? So everybody knew him. He was a panhandler. He was the down payment on a cheeseburger guy. So years, I'm talking years, everybody knew about the down payment on a cheeseburger guy. And he got outed. He got caught. And so he left. And somebody saw him in Denver. He moved to Denver to be a panhandler because he got caught because he's not really poor.
Right. Well, there's people that they followed home one day in St. Paul and they got in their minivan and went home.
Yeah, that's what happened. Somebody followed him to his car and he had like a bunch of money from panhandling.
It never hurts to ask. It never hurts to ask. It's just. I see it all the time off of Broadway in Washington when I'm in that area. It's not. They're on all four corners, in Lexington and Snelling. They're on all four corners. I mean, it's everywhere because especially off of University Avenue, it's just the begging is just out of control. I mean, talking out of control. So, I don't know. So, how's your boy New York Dan doing? Daniel, how's his? I saw he's down in Jacksonville. I saw that.
So what did he do? He has been doing like road trip videos, and they're a little bit more interesting than what he normally does. But I haven't watched the newest one. He said he doesn't have time to stop and see Dinger, which means Dinger did not respond to him. Because New York Dan has nothing but time.
Yeah, he doesn't have any time, my ass. And
he's sleeping. This is what I thought of. I was going to tell you this. You never know what you're getting when you get a rental car, and I didn't realize it until watching New York Dan. Because that guy's sleeping in that rental car.
He's what?
He's sleeping in his rental car.
Are you kidding me?
I mean, I know that's not like illegal or whatever, but he's sleeping in that rental car. And when I thought about it, he was doing that the last time he did that road trip too. So man, just imagine you get a rental car that some dude has been like vacationing in and sleeping in.
Well, that's what Carpegger does. He'll get a rental car and sometimes he'll sleep. I mean, that's why even Jenny Penny one day goes, "Your car stinks," because he sleeps in it all the time too as well. Same thing, you know.
Yeah, now I think like one of the worst jobs you could have is the guy that cleans up the rental cars when people turn them back. I didn't think about people using them as a hotel for
I worked at
month.
I worked at Super 8 for 6 months, and just for fun. And people there was these 3 Latino women that worked there, and I walked in a room and they kicked out this African American chick. It was a 2 Somali guys and a Somali woman. I know they were doing adult porn. And I walk in there was blood everywhere. And I said, either you pay the $1,000 on your credit card to clean this place, because she just looked like she's 18 years old. And I said, I will call the police, because they were doing something in there with her, and she got all nervous. And I said, give me your credit card. He paid the $1,000. I said, you'd never come here again, because I was a heavy all the time. People wouldn't want to leave. They're pregnant. I don't care. Get that. You're out of here at 12:01, or we're charging for another night. And these people would trash their rooms, and these 3 Latino women would go in there, and I'd go in there a half hour later, it looked like nothing happened. These women would clean up after people, like literally blood, shit, crap, blood, having sex. I mean, it's just, but these 2 Somali guys, I said, I don't want to see you here again, because they were doing something with her in there. They were doing something. You know what I'm saying? And I said, one time a couple of years ago, we were doing DoorDash for fun. Like, we were bored, so like after work, we would go do DoorDash. And we went to a hotel one time, and I think that there was like some of that suspicious activity going on there, because it was a huge, it was like McDonald's or something, but it was like a humongous order, and like they opened the door, and you could just like smell that they must have been shooting porn or having an orgy. I mean, it smelled like a can of dog food, if you know what I mean. Oh yeah, I totally understand. It was just nasty, but it's this way it was at Super 8, because that was Super 8 next to the airport. I think the guy still owns it. He took cash. So when I'd come in, there was 4 undercover police. It was a Somali woman, and they would give me a picture of people that were on the run. So at least twice a day, I'd come back from delivering, and they'd have somebody on the ground arresting, because it was cash only. So people would go. So they knew there was another days in. It was 40 after 4. So these criminals would come to that Super 8 and pay cash, and they would always tell me, look, if you see this guy, call me, a woman, whatever. So at least every day when I worked, there was somebody they were arresting, because it was cash only, and it was like a trap. They'd go to the Super 8, they pay, they'd go, guess what, up in room 8 is blah blah blah. So because
we have a really big international airport, and there's a bunch of hotels around it too, and yeah, some of them are like nice, like real hotels that companies that you've heard of, and other ones are like the $40 a night, like really. Yeah, because
he took cash, and it was like, so it was criminal intent. He didn't care. He took cash. He didn't care, but it was pretty funny. So what do you think about Mighty Python? Do you I saw BlindViews actually talked about it today. He goes, I don't listen to Sarasota. Yes, you do, because you listen to Morning and Mighty Python. So he did a video. It's a part of it today that he has a court date. It's like, don't give me crap. You don't talk to him. We all know you do. He did
a video. Yeah, so I actually don't know. I'm not up on that, because it's kind of funny. I had started watching Life and Vibe a little bit when Carl kept, like, right before she started attacking Carl, because he kept talking about, like, watching her lives and, like, how she said she was going to sue him and stuff. So I got a little bit curious. But now that she's attacking Carl, I'm like,
she's just, because she doesn't like it when you take a run at her. The woman's just a biatch. She's just an angry woman. That's all there is to it. She's an angry woman. Mighty Python and the Flying Circus, I'd go in there.
You can take anybody to small claims court, but that doesn't mean you're ever going to get paid.
And this fair use behavior, Tim has a case, because you just can't play that back. Tim could sue, could win in court, and I would love to see her lose her channel, because I can talk about Sarasota, I can talk about BlindViews, rip on BlindViews without playing the stuff back. I don't need that. I don't need notes like Carl does, and like Dinger does, and New York Dan looks right at his notes. He's worse than Donald Trump. He can't just do something like I do right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at my screen for music. I'm off the top of my head. I get my ideas all day long. You may say something on the video, whatever. I may give you an idea, whatever I hear from Carl, whatever I see. But I don't need to play back Dinger stuff. I've done it a few times, maybe with Mark, but I don't need to play them all the way back. But it's just Daniel's always looking at the notes. Yeah, man. It's like just.
I don't know where his Jamaican thing came from. I don't remember him doing it like a long time ago, but he sure does it all the time now.
Yeah, it's just. Are you gonna go on a cruise? Is he going by himself or with his stepsister? Is he going by himself again?
No, he's not going on a cruise. He's driving down to. Well, actually, I don't know if he's.
I thought he was going on a cruise. I thought he was going on a cruise.
I think he's going to visit his friend.
Because he said
he's got a friend that lives in Florida, and I think he goes down there and stays with that guy, and then maybe he does go on a cruise. Because
he said he was going to go with his sister. I don't know if it's the stepsister that he's gone on. What the hell her name is? The one he's gone before. Whatever her name is, his stepsister.
I think they're going down there on vacation, like his family, and then I don't know if they're doing a cruise or not. But he was talking about meeting somebody that he knows from like high school or something. But now that you said that, it made me think of this. He gave away much more information about himself than he ever has today, and I'm sure he did it on accident because he was just driving. But he said the name of a school he used to work at. So now the people that are trying to stalk him, now they really will probably be able to figure out, who he is.
Yeah.
Because I've seen in the comments before that people said that he was a school teacher, but I think it's probably more likely.
Janitor.
I don't mean this in a demeaning way to anybody, because those school custodians, they really do make good money. Yeah. But I bet he was a custodian.
He's too dumb to be a teacher. He's too stupid. He's too dumb.
Yeah, I don't think he was.
I think, like I said, any job he's ever had been mundane. It's been mundane. It's just a mundane troll job. That's all he's ever done, and now he's living off family money. Someone died in the family, and he's gotten money, and that's fine. He's not, he doesn't know. It's pretending to be a stockbroker because he reads articles on it. And it's anybody that listens to this stockbroking stuff is crazy. It's just like with beef stew. Yeah. He's so upset he wants to get in with what's her name into her thing. So, you want me to call Carl?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'll call Carl. Let's call Carl. Call Carl. Let's call Carl. Call Carl. See if he's on. No Carl. Well, here he is, ladies and gentlemen, with ladies and gentlemen, here he is, ladies and gentlemen, with KCGrits. Here's your lawyer, your e-beggar.
Yeah. So, hold on. I have an incoming call here, so it's going to be cutting off my voice. Let me see.
So we were ripping on you that you're
Are you there?
I'm here. We're here.
So, Carl, now that you've accepted payment from me, you're my attorney.
Oh, okay.
That's how it works, right? I thought on $4.99 in your live stream.
I think you're all out of time at $600 an hour.
But on Better Call Saul, he just had them give him like $1 or $5 or something. So we're good.
He was a scammer.
Now
you can do that. There was a deposition once where the attorney said, "Give me a penny," and she gave him pennies. Like, now I'm your attorney.
There you go. So now you're my attorney. So everything's great. Now the next time I call and you're on with JJ, now it'll be a conflict of interest because who do you represent? Both of them. Yeah. So then I can ask him about the pee bottle.
Yeah, but then you would be waiving your confidentiality.
Oh. I could tell you were like hinting around that you wanted people to donate. So I thought that maybe I should.
No, I don't want people to donate.
Baloney. I heard you were dry begging today on your video how much something costs. Is this true or false?
I didn't do a video today.
Yeah, you did a short, and it had a rocking chair, and you said it would be on your front porch, and then you said how much it cost. So,
now that you say that, I didn't think about it.
Do you need me to buy? Do you need me to buy you that chair? Is that why you said how much it cost?
Guess what? I'm going to start calling you Carl the Wonder Hussy.
I'm going to buy it. It's just so cool.
Carl the Wonder Hussy. That's what you are. You're dry begging like Wonder Hussy. Shame on you, Carl.
I know it could be seen that way.
Are you confirming or denying?
No, I did do that short, but I wasn't even thinking about it that way when I did the short.
You're a liar. Line in or line now. Come on now.
I just think you're kind of in the middle of a heated battle with Life and Vibes, so you got to be careful about the perception of dry begging.
I don't care.
I do think, Carl, you made that video maybe yesterday where you were like, you don't have to defend yourself, like, to them. Like, you were defending yourself about something, you don't need to defend yourself anymore. Like, just ignore her. Yeah. It was like her and Grandma's pocketbook. Like, I wouldn't defend myself. They really are like gonna mob up, and I don't know. It's kind of weird how it has all turned so crazy.
She's like an intellectual bully.
Well, you think? Yeah, she's a bull.
I think the way she goes about her arguments.
You mean Life and Vibe?
Yeah.
I don't know. There's just like a lot of infighting right now. JJ made a video about Scooter. A lot of infighting.
Yep.
Yeah, that bums me out because I really like Scooter.
Well, if he wants to, I wouldn't do it, but if he wants to give him money, that's his business, I guess. I'm not doing it.
I thought he told us that he only gave him like $25 or $30 this whole time.
So is he?
I know, but I don't want JJ and Scooter to be at odds because I like both of them.
Yeah. Well, this whole thing is weird because, like, if you're a casual viewer, just one of the people that watches your channel or watches any of these other channels, like, now everybody is arguing with each other all the time.
Yep.
Well, that's how it always happens. Happens with everything.
Meanwhile, Tim's just hanging out, living the life.
Whatever.
You guys are doing dirty work against each other.
He is so fake. That's a character.
What's Morning? What's Morning doing? What's Morning doing?
Crying.
What's Morning doing? What is she doing these days? Morning.
I haven't seen her videos pop up for a little bit.
BlindViews talked about Life of Vibe, Monty Python.
Well, but like he said, I listened to that video. He goes, "Oh, I don't listen. I don't watch." Yes, you do. You're watching other people. You get information, and you don't tell me you don't listen to him. He does. He just
he had a long sleeve shirt on, and he took it off to be in a tank top.
Yeah, I saw that.
And then in his videos, he talked more about guy travelers than girl travelers.
Yep.
For like the first time in 80 years.
Yep. Yeah, we're getting under his skin, so it's funny to him to do that. That means he cares what we think about him. So it's like it's funny that he listens to what we say. It's funny. He can't. I said he moved away from the camera and came back because he wanted to because we make fun of him of what he wears and who he talks about. So because he didn't play about what's the name Pimp's here. He didn't talk about the little chubby blonde girl. So he didn't talk about his favorite girlfriend. So, but like I said before, he gets information. Bob Wells. So,
Carl, do you think if Sarasota Tim did a live video, do you think he would make like $1,000?
Oh, if he took super chats?
Yeah, because think about it. Sarasota Tim really is inaccessible to anyone, including the people that actually like him, because his comments are so heavily moderated, and like he really doesn't respond, and he's never done a live stream. If he did a live while he was out riding that little e-bike around Nathan Bendover Park, imagine how much money he would get.
Oh God, he'd make a ton.
Well, it's got to be all about him. And when you do a live, a lot's going on.
Well, he's good at that. So that's what it is about him. It's.
He could just drive around and talk about the same crap he's already talking about, though.
Because Carl would be the first one to give money. I guarantee it. Carl would. He would be the first one.
If you're blocked, you can't give money. Because I tried to give BlindViews $2.99 to say call the show, and it wouldn't let me do it. And then I went up to $4.99 and it wouldn't let me do it, and I went up to $10.99 and it wouldn't let me do it.
Really? That's too bad. He's missing out.
So if you're blocked, you can't give money.
No, he's blocking. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm blocked too as well, which is fine. So, but like I said in the video today, I love you said it was clickbait. That was pretty funny. You told me it was clickbait.
Clickbait.
Well, like I said, he gets all his ideas from Bob Wells. That's who he listens to. That's where he gets all his information. He always claims someone tells him, but it's Bob Wells. That's who he listens to. I figured that out the other day because that's what he does. Because Bob Wells goes and finds all the women. That's what he does. And then he listens to Bob Wells and then goes and listens to the people. So whoever, because he wants to be the next Bob Wells that everyone comes to. Everyone comes to BlindViews for your information. He wants to be what's that one guy called, Carl? R.B. Miles, right? Is it R.B. Miles?
Yeah.
He's pretty good. He does pretty good work. He does some good about RVers. So that's who he listens to. And then he claimed that someone told him where he found somebody. So, but I'm glad that BlindViews is listening to me and you. I appreciate that. Listen to that view that he's, all bitter about us, and I appreciate that. So.
And he spent some time on this video. This video's got a lot of edits to it.
Yeah, well, you got nothing else to do. I mean, a guy who can't see can do a hell of a good job of editing. So
he can see the chat room better than you, Carl.
You took forever to catch up yesterday, Carl.
He can read better. He can read better than me.
Carl, do you think there's any chance that you make up with Life and Vibe, or is the ball in her court? Are you ready to bury the hatchet?
What all on her part? I don't particularly dislike her.
Well, I think that was a low blow. She put your friend in that picture. I think that was a low blow.
I'm not too excited that she took those blows at me, but that'd be like if I play tennis with somebody that cheats.
Right.
It's kind of hard to be their friend when you're out.
I always say, Carl, you've probably been insulted by better people. You've been insulted by judges who have more education than you could possibly have. Would you not agree?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My point is you've been insulted by better people. I always say when someone insults me at work, I tell them that all the time. I've been insulted by better people. And people get all pissed when I say that. It's like, I don't care,
Really, you can only be insulted if you let them insult you.
I understand that, but she was trying to insult you, and that's my point is, you've been insulted by better. That's why it's like, F you, I don't care what you think. You know what I'm saying? That's my whole point of saying that. You know what I'm saying? She's trying to insult you, just say, guess what? I've been insulted by better people. That's a slam to her. So.
Let me see if I can read you some of these. Yeah. Let me. Okay, cool. I can read it. Rick Martin said she started the master's program nurse practitioner psych, and now she moved to nurse educator master's degree. I don't know why, but it's a suspicious switch. My theory is she couldn't cut it. Nurse practitioner is more difficult. The nurse psych is more difficult than the master's in nursing.
Right. But she.
And then this lady, Nurse Ratchet, never satisfied, 60-year-old divorced broad, living with 2 dogs, no boyfriends, nothing. What does that tell you?
It's true.
So some of these comments aren't even, they're tough.
And that's on your video?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really inflammatory. Like, they're just gonna. They think that they're doing your dirty work for you in the comments, but like that's probably what's making them really pile on you. Because when you talk about her, then everybody's like, yeah, they just unload on her in your comments. But you can't control what people say in your comments any more than they can control what people say in their comments. But they fight really dirty.
Yeah, like Kentucky Tom came in, made a comment.
Yeah, but he got his feelings hurt by her, so I'm sure he's like, yeah, let me in the boys' club.
Yeah. The only thing I said about her is she's making $45 an hour on a 40-hour work week. I think she should be able to take care of her own dogs. And that she's too mean to people that don't agree with her.
Well, I don't know what.
Those are the only 2 negative comments I said, and I don't know if they're negative.
Well, if she can't,
it's just my opinion.
If she can't take her own dogs, then maybe she shouldn't be having any. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Well, if you've noticed lately, she doesn't quite beg too much for the dogs anymore. Not like she used to.
Oh, she used to beg for the dogs all the time?
Oh, she'd say, they need dog treats. Oh, I found this suspicious looking thing on the dog. I got to take it to the vet. I got to, Yeah, she used to be big.
I thought she was doing it for like a local dog shelter. I didn't know she was doing it for her dog.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, her dogs.
Oh, well, as you saw last night, Carl, when you become a celebrity, people want to shower you with money. And if you allow them to shower you with money, then you're showering in the shower at YouTube,
I know. I just looked at that to turn. In the very beginning, I turned it on, and then I turned it off, and it doesn't seem like even though you turn it off, they let you turn it off. That's probably why they're so big about getting you to turn it on in the first place.
Carl's telling bold-faced lies again.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Lying.
Turn yours on and then turn it off, and we'll see.
I could. He keeps telling me to turn it on every time I do a live stream. He keeps telling me
To turn it on?
Yes.
I bet once it's on, I'll give him $5. I'll give him $5. He needs $5 to buy triple treat.
Yeah, triple treat.
What's funny, Cowpote, is when I tell them not to send it to me, then they're like, send it back. And I'm like, well, that sucks because YouTube already took a third, so I'm losing money by you giving me money. And, I'm like, yeah, damn, that's a hell of a scam.
I was just messing around with it. So what I noticed was I was messing around with it to see. Some people have it to where, like, when you do it, it'll stay up on the screen for a certain amount of time. And I was just curious what yours looked like. And then when I saw New York Dan Not a Fan, which we all know is barium exposure.
Absolutely.
When I saw him comment, I said, bingo, time for an RIP barium exposure.
Yeah.
And I knew you wouldn't read the comment for another 20 minutes, so I had to just do what I had to do.
Right. You're way behind him. Like, are you going to get to it or not? What the hell's going on with you?
Because he's trying to spend a little time with each of his fans.
Yeah. Give everybody a little sunshine.
That was pretty funny. Well, Squirrel Bait was in there trolling right along, so that was good to see.
She goes to all of Carl's live and JJ's.
Yeah, she's always.
I think she likes Valkyrie better than she likes the brown shirt.
Because everyone.
She has more fun in your guys' chat.
Well, yeah, because we have fun. We do, and it's we have everyone has a good time in there, and they have fun. It's not all about Tater. You know what I'm saying? In his thing, it's all about Tater. You know what I'm saying? Whatever someone says, he leads the charge. We talk. We make fun of each other. You know what I'm saying? We have fun with it.
And people talk to each other.
Correct.
In your guys' chat. I think people talk to each other more than on Thursday.
Yeah.
I think they're just trying to talk to him.
Yeah, he's the king.
At least when I used to watch it, that's what it seemed like. I haven't really watched it.
Yeah, that's all it is. You speak to the king. You can't talk to the other person in the chat room. Where that room, she would say something to me, I'd say something back, and Carl would see it, and then you would make a comment to me, and that's what a good live stream is about. Is people talking amongst each other, giving each other crap, making fun of each other, having fun. That's what the live stream should be, instead of just talking to the host and then just sucking the dick or whatever you're doing. So that's all it is. Thursday. He says hello to everybody that comes to the door like he always does. He giggles, he cackles, and whatever he does. People, hi for about 25. It's like a bar. You walk in the bar, right? Hey Norm, So it's the same thing. So
okay, I turned them off again. I don't know why they were turned on.
See, he went.
I'm lying to you, so don't worry about it.
Are you telling the truth, counselor, or where are we at?
I don't know. You can try it again tonight.
I've never.
Does it let you know?
Do I have the notifications turned on? No.
I'll give you your money. I'll give you money back when we meet up in Iowa at that.
It's funny. So, no, I don't have notifications turned on for anybody. I just happened to hop on there because I had commented on somebody else's video earlier, and I was seeing if they responded, and I saw you were live. But that's the first time I have ever given anybody money on YouTube.
Really?
And you know how when you do something like for the very first time, that's like the first time. I don't know. I don't have a good comparison for this, but like you're not doing anything wrong. Like the first time you legally buy like a scratcher's ticket or whatever, and you're like, "Ooh, I'm gambling," or like the first time like you legally buy a beer and you're like, "Oh man, I'm buying a beer." I had this like weird feeling like, man, I just opened a weird door that I've never gone through before, I was like, I cannot give anybody money on YouTube. Like, this has to be a one-time thing. And I just did it just to be funny, right? And it's just $5 or whatever. But it was that kind of feeling like, oh, this is something new that's like, I don't know if I should be doing this.
Feeling dirty.
Yeah, it's so funny. But also, Carl, before I forget, I don't know why you're ragging on me that I couldn't call the show on, I think it was maybe Sunday, when you said that I can't call the show because my wife won't let me call the show. Carl, you know what it's like when your wife is an executive level breadwinner.
I was just goofing. I'm not hugging on you. I just goofing. I know you call in the can.
Yeah, I see.
I told you I came clean to her and about all the Sarasota Tim stuff. Maybe I told you guys. I showed her. You were in the bathroom and she caught you. No. Since then, I showed her one of his videos, just like 2 minutes of it, and she was like, "So tell me why you do this again." And I told her that it was like drama, and then so like I told her it's just like funny, like drama, like watching reality TV, like what we were talking about, like Real Housewives or whatever. And so, like an hour later, we were in the car, and she said she's like really smart. So I could tell she was thinking about something, and she said, "Hey, I don't think you should really spend a lot of your free time like with drama." She's like, because that's going to bring you down on the inside, you know?
No, this drama this drama makes you laugh. This drama makes you laugh. It's hilarious.
Yeah. She was like, how
well, Siri kind of summed it all up last night. Seriously, it's not really Tim anymore. It's everybody around Tim.
Yeah. Well, I've kind of
that's the fun stuff to pay attention to.
Well, I've kind of come in and stirred the pot. You know what I'm saying? And I gave you a voice to call into. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of pissed off. Morning. Because you've come in and be able to speak in Life and Vibe and BlindViews, that you can come on my show and speak. That kind of pisses people off. New York
but
Dan.
Tim also hasn't done anything controversial in a while.
Who?
Tim. He's just been so boring that there's like this void, and all the haters are filling that void by like hating on each other.
Yeah, problems. It's very good. Good point.
Right.
But
I know.
You've got to be in kind of a weird spot, Carl, with all this beef, because I know Dinger doesn't want to get on Life and Vibe's bad side, and I know you like Scooter, and I know you like JJ, so it's kind of weird for you right now, huh?
Yeah, I'm all fenced in.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't mind being friends with Life and Vibe, but she's not going to have it.
So I think Carl's kind of a double agent. Would you not agree? He's kind of a double agent.
Well, that's what they were accusing you of, right? They were saying that you were
I've said worse stuff against Cowpote, and we're still buds, but we're guys. She's not a guy, so she can't. I don't know if she can't do that. Like we give him shit about his shower at Penn State, and he feels strongly about that, but he still will take it as.
I think Carl's a flip flopper. Would you not agree? He's a flip flopper. Would you not agree?
I think that's what they're accusing him of, and saying is bad, is that he was in her. Is this correct, Carl? You were in her members only chat, and then they were accusing you of talking about it.
I prefer chameleons rather than flip-flops. Because I can just change sides. I don't have to be on one side. I can hop on this side. I can hop across on the other side. I can walk down the street.
So look, he's admitting to his crimes right here now. He's admitting to his crimes. He's admitting to his crimes. That's that's what he's doing.
But these people, I don't know what it is, but it's like it. In debate where you have to debate both sides. Mm-hmm. So then, do you really feel strongly about it if you can debate both sides? Or do you know more? Or do you know more because you can see both sides and argue the good points and minimize the bad points?
But what you're doing is it's just like a broad stroke here, but you're trying to swim in both sides of the pool.
Yep.
And everybody on either side, there is no debate. They think that they're right, and that there's one way to do it, and other people think that they're right. I'm on this side, you're on that side, and you're just kind of hanging out, having a good time with both sides, but they want you to pick a side. Like, that's the problem. They think that you're like some kind of a double agent.
My biggest conflict is actually JJ and St. Louis Scott. Not really Life of Vibe.
Yeah.
Because I like both of them. I like St. Louis Scott. I know he gives Tim money. It doesn't really bother me. But I know it does JJ because it's personal for JJ. So I don't want to hurt JJ's feelings, by being friends with St. Louis Scott if he really hates him.
But JJ and... Okay. I'm not going to try to cause trouble in your friends group here. But
it's okay.
JJ and Z-Car, they also, in the past, gave Tim money and stuff like that. So are they
but I don't think
upset with
I don't think
Scott?
I don't think Zico's holding that against me more than what JJ.
You guys keep talking.
Are they upset that like they think like Scooter should learn from their mistakes? So like, why is he still doing it? Like, is that the problem?
I just think both of them dislike Tim so much that Tim should get nothing from anybody.
Yeah. Well,
And then definitely not somebody from people we're being friends with.
yeah. I think it's wild that like Scooter is commenting on all these hater channels videos and stuff, and Tim still shouts him out. That's not like normally what would happen.
Yeah, you would think he'd know, but I don't know.
Was that voicemail that Z-Car played real?
I don't think so. I think it's a joke.
You think it was like AI?
Yeah.
It sounded real.
You know, why would he be filming it? How, you know, if he films on his phone, then how's he filming on his phone while he's taking a phone call? I don't think he can do that.
It was a voicemail.
Oh,
He just played the audio.
oh okay.
Somebody asked him if it was real, and he didn't respond.
Let's see.
Wow. I always thought that the haters were more interesting, but it was just because you could watch everybody interact together and like see all the weird personalities. But I don't think that like watching all the haters argue, that's not as fun to me as watching them all like go after him.
See, I do like I do like the hating back and forth. I do like it. I do like it when they fight back and forth. I do like it when with Carl fighting with his girlfriend. I think that's hilarious. I think that she's just she's very thin skinned. She's very thin skinned. The woman's thin skinned. She's very thin skinned.
I know you like it because that was your whole goal. You wanted to come in and bust up the party.
Yeah, and that's what I've done.
I was a casual observer, and now my casual observing, I feel like I got to choose a freaking side here. I'm not interested in choosing a side.
Michael Knight thinks I was love bombing for some ulterior motive.
Are you serious?
What that would be? Yeah, and then she's like talking about my views and stuff, and like I hang out. No offense, but I hang out with Cowpote. My views would be better if I didn't. But that's it's not what it's what I want to do. It's not what pays me or what my views are.
Right.
I actually think what hurt your views was that you stopped angrily railing on Tim.
Yes.
I don't think it has anything to do, and I'm not just saying that because I call the show. When you first came out, Carl, it was a totally different kind of thing than what it turned into.
Yeah, that's before I found all my friends.
Sure, but I mean, like, what I'm saying is your first video that BlindViews, because I found out about you from BlindViews, was that one where you were saying, like, Sarasota Tim's going to go to jail, and he called you, like, a Viking in the cornfield or whatever. You remember that?
Yeah.
And so if the people that are interested in watching Life and Vibe, or like Miss Vicky, or like Dinger, like the people that feel like they're on a crusade to stop him and like demonetize his life permanently and all that stuff, if that's the people that get like 1,000 views, which most of them don't anymore, but if that is, then if you started making those videos again, your views would go back up whether or not you call the show or not.
Because they want to hear negativity.
I was having a lot of bad luck when I was going after him hard and being really evil.
I remember you thought it was bad karma.
But they want that negativity. They want that negativity, Carl.
Bad luck. That's when I got the nickname Crash.
Yeah. That's what they want. They want that negativity. You know what I'm saying? Look at Marky Mark. Remember, he wasn't going to do anymore, but then he's right back at it again. So.
You just need to make up with him and get it over with.
No, he's an a-hole.
So are you.
What?
Yeah.
Who am I?
Huh?
Yeah. You both are.
You
Just get over it.
Carl. So's Dinger. So's the New York band. We're all a-holes.
Yeah, we're all crazy.
We need Dinger to
I
call the
love it
show.
when
Call the show.
I love it when Squirrelbait. I love it when Squirrelbait tried to say that she's not crazy,
Yeah. Okay.
and I'm like, you got to be kidding! We're all nuts.
Normal people don't spend their time doing this.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I'm like, you're probably more crazy if you're trying to say you're crazy.
Right. Yeah, she's a good crazy, but she's come over here to Valkyrie, so she's on both sides of the aisle. So she's kind of flip flop. She kind of plays double agent. She goes over to the bunker and then comes over here to Valkyrie. So she's kind of goes both sides. So
I think she's more, well, I don't know. I would be sort of speaking for her on things that I don't know about.
So is she a flip flopper like me?
yeah, she'll come over because I had explained to Sue Ellen what Valkyrie meant in flip flopper in the bunker. So she goes, "You and your World War II behaviors." And I go, "Yeah," because I like that movie Valkyrie. It's on all the time. I hate this movie, and I go, "I love this movie." I play on it. I'm on my podcast about the Valkyrie. We're the Valkyrie. We have the cards in our hand. We're overthrowing the king. So she's
dedicated to hating Tater.
Yes.
And so is BlindViews. So I think that's their mutual interest. But I would like to hear her opinion. I saw Mark did a video, and I know you didn't watch it, Cowpote, but Carl probably did, where Mark was talking about the stuff that BlindViews was saying about Mexicans and stuff on his Thirsty Thursday.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, he deleted it.
You watched Mark's video?
Which one? The one?
He deleted it before I could watch it.
Oh, that
Mark
one. No,
deleted it?
that first one. The second one he did one when he played back. But that first one I didn't watch it. The second one is up. The one he did recently when he played back his stuff.
So BlindViews did a Thirsty Thursday, Carl, and he was like doing a Mexican impression and like all this other stuff. And I would like to know if Squirrelbait thinks that kind of stuff is funny, because if she does, then our podcast is canceled. Because I don't think that stuff is funny. So if she just goes there for the Tater hate, then whatever. But if she goes there for the borderline racism, then podcast will cancel.
Yeah, when I saw him, I listened to that back. I'm like, really? I mean, he was right on the. I mean, I'm like, wow, man. So, but he's playing to his audience in the chat room. That's what he's playing to. That's what they want to hear from him.
Well, it's only like 175.
Yeah, his views or his concurrent viewers when he's live is down, right?
Well, of course,
Mark said that.
Yeah, because no one cares anymore. No one. It's just it's Tater this and Tater that. And Tater's the one that was the funny as hell that he did the other day.
I think his are like 130. It's Life of Biden's 175.
Correct. Well, it's funny is that when the one he did yesterday about the watch that Tater had on his arm, what time it was and what date it was, he was doing the video. I'm like, you're gonna break that down on a video of what day he was doing that video, and you can't see? What are you talking about? I mean, it's bizarre that he's so worried when he does his video.
I didn't even think about that.
And he's worried about what you remember that, Carl. He's looking at this the apple, what the date is, and someone told him, no, you saw it, you idiot. He always does. He all passes off to somebody else. That's what he does. Someone told me. No, you didn't. You went and look for it.
Yeah, he's trying to walk it back. He doesn't know Tater's address.
Yeah, he said it on his. Remember, he said it on his live stream. Remember that? He said, people have sent.
He knows his exact address, but he's not telling anybody. And now he's trying to say, well, I don't even know his address.
Bull, you were sent to it. You even said it. And remember that live stream? You even said it. People have sent him his address. I don't need to see that. So he has the address, and he does a lot of that crap back and forth because they tell him what he does on his Patreon, so he knows in advance what's coming. So they tell him, they send him, or they talk on the phone, probably on the phone, in the bunker. They sit there and they talk to him, so that he does his live stream before it comes out. So, or videos, what's going on with Tater, because he's obsessed with Tater. So.
I guess I was lying earlier when I said that I haven't watched a BlindViews video for a long time, because I did see the video, but I clicked on it because is the thumbnail for it the picture of that Mickey Mouse watch?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I did click on that because I was like, I wanted to see if he was making fun of Tater for having a Mickey Mouse watch.
But it was all...
I don't know that there's anything wrong with that, but I just wanted to see, like, if that's what he was railing on him.
Well, he's been jealous of Tater, and from day one, he wished, because he hearted some comment, he wants to be, I don't care what he says, this man wants to be an RVer so bad. That's why he watches, and he wants to be a Bob Wells. He wants so bad and people to come to him now, and you come to me for the RV information, because he goes and gives somebody else. He didn't take credit for Liz Amazing when she did that video, and he talked about it. He never gave her credit for it. He never gives credit who gets his information from. He claims he goes and finds it. No, he doesn't. He listens to Bob Wells, because Bob Wells brings out all the new RVers. He watches Bob Wells, and then he talks about the snatches all these women that he watches all the time. You know what I'm saying? And if they sell something, it's, oh my God, it's like, yeah, if they want to buy and sell something, that's entirely up. If Carl wants to e-bag for a goddamn chair, that's what you want. Let him e-bag, let him do it.
See, I don't have to e-bag. I just tell JJ I want it.
Yeah.
I'm going to start calling you the senior wonder hussy of Chicago, because she does it all the time. She'll say, oh, this costs this or that. She does it all the time. And a lot of people do that. They'll give you the price of something in the middle of a video. It's like, okay, I get it, So...
Carl, I saw Kentucky Todd wants your live stream schedule so he can join in.
Yeah, I don't really have a schedule. I just like...
Carl, I don't do a lot of live... Carl, I must say, I don't go to a lot of live streams. I will tell you it's one of my all-time favorite live streams in many, many years. I want you to tell you that. I'm dead serious, because I don't go to a lot of them. It was fun. Casey's in there busting my balls, and everyone's busting it in fun. You're in there saying shit to me, and she's... our girlfriend's in there. You're reading slower than New York Dan masturbates, and you're making your way down. We're way ahead of you. It was just my wife's looking.
Yeah, I told.
My wife was laughing. My wife was laughing. She was laughing, giggling when you'd say something. She was, "Oh my God," So it was entertaining. She did a good job.
Earlier that your live was awesome. Yeah, that was a great live last night. That was your best one yet.
Yeah, it was fun because everyone's having a good time in the chat room, making fun of each other, busting each other's balls.
Yeah.
We're not just talking to BlindViews like BlindViews.
I was kind of bummed nobody called in.
You were kind of bummed nobody gave you more super chats?
Yeah,
nobody called in.
As soon as you get your money, what does he do? He ends it, right? As soon as he gets his money, he ends it. You ended it. You e-beggar.
You included it in money and you dipped out.
Dudes, once we get to $100, I'm out of here.
No ads next week if you get to $20.
Yeah, it was a good time. Then when you made that comment about her coming in the room, the warden, she laughed about that. The putting the chain around my neck, it was pretty funny. She laughed about that. I said,
did I say that last night? She's gonna walk you around the lake.
Yeah. So she laughed. I said, yeah. I said, she knows it. She goes, yeah, you're damn right. I'll put that choker chain around your goddamn neck. So.
I could just see her walking Cowpote around the neighborhood like a dog.
Yeah, we went for a walk today, and I bring the dog treats, and all the dogs don't go to anybody else but me.
I know, because I'll be bringing the dog treats, and she'll yank on them. Come on, let's go.
Because there's a Pomeranian. His name is Romeo, and he's up on the deck, and he comes out every time, bark, 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 and I throw him up on the deck to him. He loves it. So Romeo, that's Shelby's boyfriend. So. Maybe not Shelby, but Coco Banana. So they're in love with each other.
Yeah, because that's what my YouTube's evolved into. It's just hanging out with my friends.
It was a very. There's no way BlindViews could do a live stream like that. Either could Life and Vibe. There's no way. There's no way that either one of those guys could do a live stream like we did, because everyone was having a good time, busting each other's balls, busting your balls, and having fun, talking to each other in the chat room, and playing off it instead of just this, hey Carl, hey Carl, hey Carl, hey Carl, but making fun of each other, giving each other crap. My balls got busted, KC got busted, whatever. That's what it's all about. Instead of this like, oh Carl, you're the greatest person in the world. Oh my, So when the money came out, that was pretty hilarious. You got busted on that.
Casey said, the greatest thing is all of our differences.
Yep.
Because there's no way if we went to jury duty, we'd have anything to do with each other.
if we ran into each other at the library.
Yeah, we just ignore each other. Like Dana would be annoying, and I don't know. It's just, but somehow on YouTube we like each other. But I bet if we got called to jury duty and we're all just sitting there reading books or looking at our phones, we wouldn't have anything to do with each other.
Yeah, that's how live streams are done. There's no cussing, no swearing. I mean, it's just the way she works. So you gotta have some fun. I mean, when my live streams, I don't have a lot of people in my room, but we all just have a good time. KC comes in, whatever, and Carl comes in, and Squirrel Bait comes in. 10 people, but it's all about having fun. It's at a different level what you do. So more the merrier. So. Anyways,
how many people did you have in there?
I think you had
I don't know.
I think you had about 30 at one time.
It was more than that.
Yeah, more than that probably. Like I said, you guys give some.
I like it small because I can't read.
We know that because I was in that chat room. I go, you going to get to me or not? All of a sudden,
Yeah, if I had 175 people, it'd take forever.
Well, you should see Wonder Hussy when she's doing it. She has 1,000 people. It just flies. But she sees the money when it just flies. It cruises through real quick. So, me and you should take it.
Because when I first started, I'm like, I got to learn all this stuff to do, so I got filler for when I don't have enough comments. And now I'm like, I got more comments than I can get to without doing all the little, the second camera. I'm just showing BlindViews I can do it. So I got a second camera.
It's not that tough to do what he does.
What BlindViews does is not hard.
No.
And I played a video clip of some ducks walking, so that would be the same thing as, you fall and smack your little head.
Right.
And I can show pictures of stuff. So I can do everything BlindViews can do. It's not hard.
Right.
I don't do it well, but I haven't been doing it for 9 years.
Correct. Well,
and I don't sit at home all day.
Gentlemen, anything else that you guys want to discuss? Anything else? What's your thought process here, KC Grits? Do you think who wins the case between Life and Vibe and Sarasota Tim?
I think it will get thrown out.
You think so?
Okay, no, I don't think so, actually, because now that I think about it, I don't know why they would throw it out. So, he's not going to show up. He's not going to do anything. He's going to completely ignore it. So it'll be a default, right, Carl? It goes to a default at that point, and then he won't pay any money because they don't garnish your Social Security. I think they can't garnish your Social Security. And he has no reportable income. So she gets nothing.
So she can just say she was right.
They can't garnish YouTube because it's not a constant stream.
Correct. And do you think Beef Stew?
Google's just going to ignore it.
And do you think Beef Stew will be in the courtroom? Do you think he'd be dumb enough to stalk all the way out there? Do you think he will be there? He wants to be there.
I think he's dumb enough to do that. I think he's actually going to go.
Yeah,
because
I think he will be there.
It's his chance to meet her in person, and he's just like Dan.
Yeah, he doesn't know any better.
That was the whole thing with Sarasota Tim, where he made sure he was there at the Walmart.
Yep.
And he shaved.
Mm-hmm.
He had the big beard, and then suddenly, when he's at the Walmart, he was like clean shaven or had that goatee or whatever. So he got cleaned up to meet his idol.
Mm-hmm. There's just too much stalking going on. I just don't get it, man. Especially Daniel was it's too bad him and Dinger didn't get to redo that video in Denny's again. You know,
I think Dinger blew him off.
Yeah, Dinger, latest video. He's in Jacksonville, but he says he doesn't have time to meet Dinger. He's too busy.
Yeah, okay. He knows better. Dinger knows better. Stay away from you, little weirdo. You know, because that's a legend.
Dinger did not respond.
Because that's a legend. That's a legendary video of those two idiots in Denny's. Legendary. Because Dinger looked like he was ready to shit his pants. He looked like he was ready to poop his pants right there in Denny's.
Did you see Beef Stew's short that he made where it was New York Dan and Dinger at the Denny's, and Dinger's like, well, the truth is, Tim and I used to go to the same fishing holes. It ain't nothing but a little squabble.
Yeah, that was good. I like the one where they were in the airplane.
That was St. Louis Scott and Beef Stew.
But I liked it. I thought that was cool. I'm like, Cowpote is going to tell you you're sitting in the wrong seats.
Yeah. Exactly. He's got to get a better. He's got to get a better Cowpote from when he does me. The one that doesn't even look like me. So.
Oh, the one where you're doing your World War II shit with the cigar?
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh, I know. I love it, but it's just you got to do it.
It looks just like you.
Stealing valor, Mark, stealing valor. You know, I love wearing that hat during my videos to piss him off. So.
Have you seen Miss Vicky's videos that she makes with that AI where it looks exactly like her?
Yeah, well, see, you can put a picture in there of herself, so I guess.
She has uploaded her picture.
Yes.
Yeah.
This
All
will.
right.
This
So
will.
you got to go, Cowboy.
Yep. This will be out tomorrow morning at 7.
Is
So.
it Collar time? Is Collar time?
Yeah, it's we're having ribs tonight. This will be out tomorrow at 7 o'clock. So. Thank you for both calling, Casey, and thank Carl for taking my phone call on fear mongering on Tuesday. I usually don't, but I know that you always call, so I figured I'll do one. So just for you, Casey Grits.
Thank you.
So there you go. And then I get call. So see you guys all later. Have a great week. Okay.
All right, we'll see you.
All right, thanks, Carl. Bye. There you go. There they go. That was fun. That's a fun conversation with people having the time of their life. But, we have the time of our lives, we really do. Anyways, you guys, my name is Jeff, and this is Fear Mongering Radio, commercial, music-free, sponsored podcast. You know, we do play music when we write something. We have the time of our lives, but Carl's a flip-flopper. He's also e-beggar. Yeah, Carl, that's right. And the DailyWoo shirt, I already shipped already. It'll be here. So, anyways, God rest your soul. They have the big meet and greet, and so does Wonder Hussy on the 7th. But remember, the military, the armed for all the branches: the Air Force, the Army, and the Marines, and the Navy, and the Merchants, the Coast Guard, the in uniform. Thank you so much for this country. I love nothing at all. I appreciate everything you guys do out there. I always have and always will. Without you, nothing at all. 1 and 2, forgotten, Vietnam, all that stuff. I appreciate it very, very much. I wouldn't shower in the shower at Penn State. Don't shower in the shower at Penn State. Burn calories to the ground. Peace over Penn State, Penfield University. Don't shower in the shower. Use a condom. You don't like too having sex. You have to do a very Christian thing to be doing. Put a condom, prevent AIDS, herpes, gonorrhea, needle, penis. Ouch! All that behavior, and don't drink and drive. Call some merchant on the phone. All right, half of myself, all the board members, speculation sport. We speculate, you win. Thanks for the listen on this 4th day of March 2026. We are out.